This conference will now be recorded.
So from today onwards, we will be starting our practical, right? Fine then. So what you have to do is, if you have already installed SAP, you will find an icon like this. That is VMware Workstation. Can you see this? Like this. VMware Workstation. This icon you will find. If you find this icon, you have to open this. Double click.
Ma'am, we are not
I'm
able to
showing.
see.
Okay, let me show you once again. I think I haven't shared it. Yes. None? Can you see now? So this is your screen. Now, in this, you have this VM Workstation Pro. This one. This icon you have to find VM Workstation Pro. Okay, this is where we are going to run SAP, because SAP is using a individual login ID, that is login ID. Since we are not able to we cannot go and work with the SAP, so we are using as a SAP training partner, we are running SAP through another software, that is VM Workstation, another virtual machine, another machine we are using, another Windows we are using to run this SAP software. Now what we have to do is, we'll open this VMware Pro. Okay, so in case if you're getting the same screen and you find this open a virtual machine, double click on this. Okay, double click on this. Your SAP will be installed. So I have my SAP in another drive. So let me open this PC. Why it is not recognizing? So here in this, I have this virtual machine. I'll run this. Since I have connected a hard disk, I'm using this method. See, when you open SAP, this is what you have to get a screen. If you're not getting this and you're getting a screen saying that open a virtual machine, create a new virtual machine. In that case, go on this open virtual machine. You will find an option as exe support. Okay, you will be having one exe software. Okay, that option you have to use. Now I'm not using this. I already have this. Now as soon as we open SAP, you have getting the screen open virtual machine, you click. Can you see here Windows Server Virtual Machine, VM Virtual Machine? You have to click on this, open it. This is how you have to get the screen. And when you open a screen, what you have to find, are you getting this option resume this virtual machine, or you're getting power on this virtual machine? Two options you have to find. You have to either find a option as resume this virtual machine. This option you have to find, or you have to find as power on this virtual machine. Okay, like this you have to get. Now what we have to do in this two situation. The first situation, when you have resumed this virtual machine, that means we have just paused our screen, right? We have just paused our screen. We can start to use. There is no other change. We just need to we can start to use it. Okay, no need to log in. Okay, we do not have anything to do any procedure, so no login required. Just say that we can continue from where we have stopped. Start to use it from where you have stopped. I'll tell you how to start also, don't worry. Okay, this is the first option. Now if I click on this resume this virtual machine, right? Resume this virtual machine. The screen which it was paused, from the same screen it will continue. Clear? So from which screen it was showing this, a gray color screen was showing to you on the right side. From the same screen it will continue. See, I'm showing you once again how to start this virtual machine. Okay, so once after loading, it was showing you the same screen, but I want to show you the same thing. See, if I click on this resume virtual machine, what is the screen I'm getting? SAP Easy Access. SAP Easy Access screen I'm getting. Now, whenever I resume this, you know what is the meaning of pause, resume, play, right? So that is what, where I have stopped, from there I need to continue. I stopped in which screen? In SAP Easy Access screen. I have to continue from same screen. For this, we will be using this options. Okay, we will be using this options. Now what I will do is, I am having here resume this virtual machine. Let me click on this resume this virtual machine. Once I click, see the screen which it shows me right? The screen which it shows me is this one. Which one? The virtual machine screen where you are getting SAP easy access. What if I'm getting this power on virtual machine? So power on means I have not paused my screen. I have completely logged out from my screen. Log in, log off. I have logged out from my screen. Now what I have to do might be why, because this login ID is given all the individual person in a company, they will have one login IDs. They will have one login IDs for the respective work. They will be using their login IDs. Now what we are going to do, we will run this again. So I'm going to power off this. I'll show you the procedure in case what you are getting. I'll go for this power and power off. That means logging off. When I log off, what will do? So I said there will be two options. One is resume, where you have stopped, from there you can continue. And the second one is power on virtual machine. So what is this? This is a bit lengthy process. So you have to make a note of this. Power on this virtual machine means we have to turn on, right? Turn on, and then we have to log in. Turn on, and then you have to log in. So we have a steps in that. So you can start noting out one by one. I'll be telling you one by one. I'll tell, and same thing you make a note also. Okay. Now first point what here is, as soon as you get this power on this virtual machine, we are going to turn on the virtual machine to run. So click on this power on this virtual machine. First step, click on this power on virtual machine. Next step, we will see what we have to do. Now, when you turn on this virtual machine, you can see two mouse pointer. One is the one which I can move is my system's mouse, and the other one which it shows here. The other one which it shows here is that is the virtual machines. Machines cursor mouse pointer. We have two mouse pointer here. One is mine, the other one is virtual machine pointer. Now what we have to do? You take your mouse pointer, click on that other mouse pointer. Now what happened? Both the mouse pointer is becoming into one single mouse pointer. Clear? Now make a note of this second point also. Combine two mouse pointer into one. Okay, now third point. Third point. Now what you have, Control Alt Delete to begin. So we are not pressing Control Alt Delete. We will press Control Alt Insert. In case there might be a few system which will support delete also. But I have, or we will be having in SAP most of the times Control Alt Insert. Right? What we are going to do, we have to press Control Alt Insert. This we have to press. Okay, then you're getting a login. You're getting a login. So for ECC login you're getting. Okay, ECC admin login. You're getting this log on to Windows screen. Right? The password here username is common. You don't have to change. It is same. ECCADM, and the password is India123. Password is India123. There is no other changes. I'll click on OK. So let me give you caps lock is on. Let me give you a turn off INDIA 123. Click on OK. Done. So it is asking me why the system is been shut down in the previous time. Why didn't you power off? Why did you keep it in a pause screen? So I said by default it is getting closed due to the power failure environment I'm giving, and I'll click on OK. You can give any reason. You can give any reason. So the next point was from Windows logon screen, right? From Windows logon screen, you will get a prompt saying that for ECC admin login. So the login ID is the same thing, no changes in the ID. This will be your user. No changes in username. What we have to do? Only we have to provide password. And the password here we have is no uppercase lowercase. So it is just India. INDIA 123, no at the rate, India 123 you have to provide. Then after this you have to click on OK. It will ask you for the reason, a reason for log off. For the previous step you can give any reason. After giving all the reasons what you have, then you will get the screen. The screen you will get. I'll just increase this. Now can you see here? Yes, there is an option as SAP Manage Console. Okay, SAP Manage Console. So what we have to do? We have to open the SAP Manage Console. Once we open this, what will happen? See, I'll open this SAP Manage Console. This is the screen which I am getting here. So in this, it says that it is a console root for my SAP. For my SAP. And in this, there is an option as ECC. Okay, ECC. The full form of ECC is ERP Central Component. Make a note. ERP Central Component. Why it is used? It is used for running a ERP software package through this. Through this, any business which is performing SAP, they will run the SAP through this ERP Central Components. Central Component. Now what we will do? If you're getting the other option also, no problem. You have to right click on this SAP, click on Start. Okay. So what we have to do? Then it is asking you the user and password. Username, whatever it is the same thing. We are not changing. The password, we have a common password. So same thing. India 123. India 123 is the password. Then I'll click on this OK. Now what happens? This is in a gray color. Can you see this ECC is in a gray color? We have to wait until it turns into yellow color and then to the green color. Okay, now it is in gray color. It has to start. The ECC machine has to start. So until it starts. When it starts from the green color, from the gray color, it has to change to yellow. Getting ready. Then it has to process, that is green. Until it turns to green, we have to wait. Right? Now see, it has changed to yellow. Now we have to wait until it changes to green. Meanwhile, let's take a notes until it changes. So open the SAP Manage Console. Okay, after opening, you have to right click on ECC, then select Start. give the password what it is asked. So the common password I don't have to repeat here. Wait until the ECC option turns to gray, from gray to yellow and then green. You have to wait till it turns to green. So now it is turned to green. So now nothing we are doing in this, just minimize it. Minimize it. Now we have minimized it. After minimizing, you have another option here, SAP logon. Open this. So we have running the SAP software through the virtual machine with the support of ECC. With the support of ECC. So now it has been, we have started the machine, we have started the process. The next step is we have to log in. So this is the screen you get. Click on this log on. Click on this log on. I'm getting a minimized screen. If you are maximizing, you will get like this. But I'm using the minimized screen itself. You have to click on this log on. As soon as you click on this log on, you will get like this, the screen. Okay, don't change anything here. The username is SAP user. SAP user, everything in a lowercase. Password is INDIA 123, again the same password. In which language I'm going to use SAP? It is in English, EN. Okay, I'll tell this later on. Now what we will do, we will take up our notes. The fourth step what we have is, and then we have to minimize the screen. Minimize the screen. Open SAP logon. After SAP logon, what we will do, we have to click on logon option. Logon option. What we are giving, username. So username is SAP user, all in lowercase. And the password is again the common password, India 123. India 123. This is the thing. You have to give this. After giving this, language, we have to give the language EN. EN is for English. Once it is done, now what we have to do, we have to press enter. After giving this, you have to press enter. Okay, we have to press enter. Once you press enter, it will start loading. Now understand the situation here. Resume means we have paused a screen, and in which screen I have paused, I'm continuing from the same screen without logging in. If I have logged off my screen, logged out means I have completely logged out from my login ID because I don't want others to log in and check. For that purpose, I've logged out. So when you log out, you will get a power on this virtual machine. When you get this power on virtual machine, you have to follow this many steps. Now we have already logged in. Again, I'm getting the same SAP easy access screen itself. This is the very first screen of your SAP. Till here, if anybody has a doubt, can ask me. If anyone has a doubt, you can ask me. Am I audible to you all?
Yes, ma'am.
Then please respond. Any doubts?
No, ma'am.
so that we can continue. So now what we are going to do is, this is our login procedure. So you will be getting a recording of this, then you can take a note. If you want to take it now itself, we can just take a screenshot of this. Okay. So login procedure is done. Next one, what we are going to do, we are going to do the accounting transaction. Before I enter into an accounting transaction, let me ask you, what is a company? What is a company? I need an answer for this. I need a response from your side. What is a company means? You can tell me whatever you know. Whether it is right or wrong, we are not discussing about it. At least what you know, what do you mean by company? What is it exactly? You can tell in your own words. I have no issue. Can someone try?
Ma'am, where individual or group of people interact for a business.
Okay. For business.
A firm
And
for
then
the
anybody else?
commercial business.
A
The
firm
firm
for
which is a commercial business.
commercial business. Good. Others? We are only here 4 to 5 people, only 6 people we are there. Okay. So we can discuss. We have no other issues here. Akshaya, can you answer me what is company?
It is a business.
Yes, business. What? It is a business. What a person is running, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So here in SAP, the term company is different and company code is different. Okay, so now we are going to start the practical. So before I create a company, we have to understand the three concepts. Which one? Company. So we are going to understand what is company, what is company code, what is business area. These three concepts we have to understand. Okay, now first of all, in our terms, like when we search in a Google, what is a company? So what it says, a company is a business unit or it is an organization which is having many departments where a business is being carried out, like this and all we will get. So what is a company, right? What is a company? This is what we are searching. So when I search something, this is what it will show me. A company, what? It is a business organization that is used for selling and buying the products, and it is a legal entity. Yes, so all these details you will be getting. Now, this company, what we are seeing here is, we in terms of company, we here say that as it is a individual concern. Okay, it is a individual concern. Okay, company code is an individual concern. A company is an individual concern. So this we have a doubt. So what we are seeing here is, we will learn what does it actually mean. Okay, so company means it is a group of company. Company means it is a group of company. How it can be a group of company? This comes again. How it can become a group of company? Now we know that. You know what is this? What Tata? You know Tata company,
Yes,
right?
ma'am.
Tata. Tata Mahindra, right? You would have heard about this Tata. Tata company would have heard. Reliance, you would have heard. Like you would have learned about this. I mean, at least you would have seen Tata, Reliance, Bajaj, like this. Correct? A group of companies. So what we will do is a group of company means where a set of other activities, a person, a group company. A group company means we have a branches. We have a branches. So let me tell you with an example. Now let me take here saying that we have a company. We have a company. For this company, I'll take an example, Tata. Tata. Tata is what? Tata is a group of company. Okay. It is a group of company. How we are saying this is a group of company? Tata groups. You know about this? Tata groups. So we'll take here as Tata Groups. There is a company, Tata Groups. In this Tata Groups, what are the other activities that a business run? A business is having so many activities, right? A business is having so many activities. They might be a different activities. Okay, so what we will do? We will just see this. What are the business activities that a business is having? Okay, a group of business activities. So now Tata Groups is having a company saying that Tata Motors, right? Tata Motors. So and then we also have here Tata Motors, Tata Automobiles.
Tata Salt.
Yes. Then we have Tata Salt, that is Tata ITC product. We have this ITC product. So like this, there are many goods which they are selling it. Okay, so they have Tata products like this. So where we are going to run this. So Tata Automobiles, Tata ITC, Tata Consultancy. They have another business which is Tata Consultancy. So let's take here. Right, like this there are so many business, so every business whatever they are running is a individual activity, is their individual activity what they are doing it. Now in this individual activity whatever this business people are doing, this other individual concern, right? These are their individual concern. Individual concern means individual business. Everything is separate. Tata Motors is a different business. Tata Automobiles is a different business, right? Tata ITC is a different business. Everything is a different business. So whenever they are doing a business, all these are being maintained separately. Under the Tata groups of company, we have Tata Motors, Tata Automobiles, ITC, consultancy. Like if you take Mahindra, Mahindra companies, if you take, you have Mahindra tractors, you have Mahindra holidays, you have, okay, then one more, what is this, gold and all loan you have, no? Mahindra Finance. Mahindra Finance you have, Mahindra Holidays we have. If you take Bajaj Finance, Bajaj groups of company, you have Bajaj Finance, Bajaj Appliances. You have like this a set of companies which comes under one set of a group. Okay, individual business. we say here individual business. This individual business we call it as company code, right? These are your individual business. This individual business we call it as company code. A group of companies, okay, group of companies. Then group of company we have individual concern. So I can say group of company in this case. Let's take an example here saying that a group company means um, AB groups. We'll take it as AB groups. In this AB groups, we have something called as AB consultancy. Then we have AB finance service, that is financial service, loans and all if we are providing, then that one. Then we'll take it as AB automobiles. So these are the different businesses which we have. So that is how we say this as an individual company will be called as a company code. So we say this individual company. Okay, individual company will become the company code. Then what does this business area means? Business area means. So business area means suppose I have AB consultancy, or you take it here as Tata consultancy, automobiles, whatever it is. Now AB company, AB consultancy company, I do not have only in a Bangalore. I have in a different places. I have in a different places. Which are the places we have? We might be, I may have in Bangalore, I may have in Chennai, I may have in Calcutta, I may have in Delhi, I may have in Mumbai, so many places. When a company is running in different area, right? So maybe consultancy, maybe consultancy. This consultancy I have in Bangalore. I have in Bangalore. And the same thing I may have in some other places also. I may have in Mumbai, then I may also have in Chennai. So like this, the different places. So the places where and all I'm running a business is called as business area. Okay, it is business area. First of all, we have to understand what is company, company code, business area. Now we know that a group of company which is running like this, yes, fine. And individual company, we call it here as company code. And which are the branches or the sectors which I open in some other city, then or some other places, that we call it as business area. Now let me ask you, what you will consider if I open this ABC consultancy company in USA if I'm starting? What you will call it as? Can
Business
someone say
area.
me? Business area. Then anybody else? Okay, let me give you an answer. So when we start a company, when we start a company, what happens here is, yes, we are starting a company where the company is running, it is running in India, right? For us, it is running in India. Whenever we open a company, we have a set of rules. A set of rules. What are the rules? We have to follow the government rules. what are the principles they have, what are the rules and regulations that they say. If you run a business must be having these are the circumstances, these are the rules they have to do, these are the documentation that they have to submit like this. So every business has to obey the law, right? So we also have a companies act. Okay, the companies act you might have read in pu itself, in case if you are a commerce student. So we have something called as companies act, and the act was given in the year 1956. 1956, but we also have the latest companies act, the new companies act, right? The new companies act 2013, updated one. So as per this, any business which runs must register. Okay, they have to register under the Ministry of Companies Act. Ministry of Company Affairs. So any business, suppose I'm starting a business in Karnataka, Bangalore. So which Bangalore? So rural or urban? If I'm starting in a Jayanagar, if I'm starting in a Jayanagar, what is the regional office for this? Where is the Ministry of Affairs? Which division my company falls into? All those things. Whether I am starting my business in commercial area or residential area, what are the things we have to fulfill, those rules and all we have to fulfill, how many employees, what is the labor law, all these things we have to fulfill, saying that I'm going to run this and so business in this area. So these are the documents for my approval, all these things we will get. So companies act, where we are registering, which we are registering, are we registering a group company? Are we registering the group company? No, we are not registering group company. We are registering individual companies. Tata Motors, Tata Automobiles, Tata ITC and Tata Consultancy. These companies we are registering under Companies Act. When we register under Companies Act, what happens? We will be fulfilling the requirements, legal requirements of the government. Right? We are fulfilling the legal requirements of a company. So all the legal documents we have to submit and we have to start. So look here, I think we have made a search here. So see, a company is a legal entity formed by a groups of individuals. Individual means the people. Might be it is a sole proprietorship, partnership, or private limited, any kind of things. Okay, to engage in and operate a business, commercial or industrial, a company may be organized in various tax and financial abilities. Okay, let's see the some other option. What is the definition here for a company? So it is a body corporate, incorporate business organization registered under Companies Act. It can be limited or unlimited company. Limited means private limited company. Unlimited means public company. Public company means, see, that is what they have given, limited or unlimited, private or public company. Okay, that is having a things. So what we are doing, we are registering under Companies Act. And my question was, if I start a company ABC Consultancy in USA, we also have a rules. Even USA will have its own rules, right? Even it will have its law, right? This will have its own law. Now what we are doing, we have to register under, register and fulfill all the legal requirements, right? Legal documents or requirements, legal procedure we have to follow, and then we have to run a business. That is, after that only I can start run my ABC consultancy. Now the question here is, if we are running any business within our country, we can treat it as business area. Okay, but still, even then also we may have some issues regarding the state affairs. because we have two government, central government and state government. If we have only one government, there is no problem. But we do have a state government and central government. So state tax we have to pay, sales tax also we pay in a state itself. So all this will become a problem. So you have to make sure whether you are going to create it as a business area or a Tata, that is a company code. Okay, now the answer here is if you have any centers or any area where you're starting a business other than your country, you won't treat it as, or you should not treat, you can't even treat it as business area. We treat it as a company code. We treat it as company code. Now I have one more question. I have no groups company. I have only one company. Say I have only one company, no business I'm doing. Only one company I'm running. That is Tata Automobiles. But I have Tata Mobiles company, only one company all over India. And when I have all over India, I also want to run across the world also. Now what you will do when I have across the world? Do you have to create a group company?
No.
Good, correct. So we don't have to create a group, but we will create a company, and I mean the company code we will create for all the other countries wherever we have started a business. Understood what is group company? That is company, company code, and business area.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So here, group company should not do anything. They won't prepare any financial statement also. Whereas a company code will run a business. They have to record all the transactions. They have to prepare the financial statements, and that is actually legally required by all the legal authorities, state government, sales tax department, income tax department. Board of securities. If you are taken a loan, you have to submit for bank also the statement of your financials account. So all these things that is legally required will come under company code has to prepare all the legal documents, whereas group company is not required. In case if someone is preparing the financial statement for a group company, that is company, when they are preparing it, it is not legally required. It is only prepared due because of the will and the wish of the shareholders, investors, debentures, like debenture holders, or whoever has invested in a company. If they ask, only then they will prepare this group company's financial statement. Financial statement I've already explained you: trading account, profit and loss, balance sheet. This is your financial statement they have to prepare. But it becomes mandatory to prepare all the financial statements when it comes to a company code. Let's do this company and company code. If any doubts you have, you can ask me before I enter into a practical in creation of company code. I mean, I have to start a company and a company code. Until this, whatever we have discussed regarding company, company code, business area, if you have a doubt, you can ask me. I think there is someone who is from BSc, Kritika or Priti?
Kritika.
Kritika, okay. Kritika, you can understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, how about others? If anyone has a doubt, you can tell me.
Yes, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay. So, let's continue then. Then we will go for our recipe. This is the screen. Now what we are going to do, we have to type here this place. See, this is a menu bar. This is a menu bar. Menu tab, you can say menu bar also, you can say menu, edit, favorite, extra. This is menu tabs. These are your buttons, these are your tools, these are your tool buttons, toolbar. Okay, and this is SAP easy access screen. There are two types of screen you will get: easy access for recording the transaction, and implementation guide for record, for creating, for enabling, that means for configuring. Now what we have to do, we are going to create a new company. We are not working on an existing company. We will create a company, then we will make a transaction. So I'm going here, we have to type it here as SPRO. SPRO, you can type it in lowercase, uppercase, no problem. SPRO, the full form of SPRO is SAP Project Reference Object. Make a note of this. SPRO. SAP, that is SAP Project Reference Object. After typing this, the place where we are typing this SPRO, might be you may have like this also. If you have like this, you have this arrow button, right? This arrow button, click on this, then you will get this option. You have to type it as SPRO, then press enter. Once you press enter, you will get one more screen. Please make a point of all these things, how we are opening. So what we did from SAP Easy Access screen, in a T code bar, we have typed it as SPRO, then press enter, you get the screen. Now what we have to do, you have an option here as SAP reference IMG. SAP reference IMG. IMG stands for implementation guide. Okay, you can click on this SAP reference IMG, or you can also press F5. So I press here F5. Now see, after this SAP IMG, you will get this display IMG. Now what we are going to do now, we will create company and then company code, then business area. Excuse me. From the screen, we will go for enterprise structure. You should not click on this enterprise structure, whereas you have to click on this drop down option, enterprise structure. Once you click on this, you will get a list. Now what we are going to do, we have to create. For creating, we say it as definition. We are going to define definitions. So click on this drop down option. Then financial accounting. Again this drop down option. Okay, then what we have, define company. When you have this clock symbol, that means that is the last place where you can select it. When you have this drop down option, that means you will have other options below this. Now this document, you are seeing this IMG activity document, it will give you an explanation, what is company, what is company code. If you want to refer and learn, you can refer here also. So there will be a lengthy notes, so you can see here what is a company. So company is a business organization required a commercial law. Okay, define a company. So if your organization is having a clients, all these things you can check from this. Now what I have, defined company, but I cannot click on this. You have to click on this clock symbol. This clock symbol, we call it as implementation button, or we say it as execute button. I am going to click on this executive option, define company. Okay, once you get the screen, now you have, these are the list of companies which is already created. List of companies which is already created. If you want to see the companies which is already created, you can go for position, and you can select whatever the company you have created. Okay, so I'm just giving randomly. I don't know what I am giving, so I just gave randomly something I'm getting. So this is not required because we are going to create new company. I don't want to see the created company. Now in case if I have to create a company, I have to go for this new entries. For this new entries, click on this new entries. Okay, after creating this new entries, see, you have to note down each and every step. Okay, new entries. Now what we have here, company. What does this company means? The name of the company. So we will always define. See here, where is my notepad? Yeah. Okay, company will always defined with 6 digit. 6 digit. It can be only alphabet. It can be only a character. It can be only a character. Character means a text. It can be anything. Okay, so it has to be alpha only or numbers only, alphanumeric combination, anything. So you can say it as 6 characters. Let's take it here as 6 character. And company code will have 4 character. Okay, so we will go here. So 6 character, we can give anything. So I'm using here MCC, your college name, MCC 100. MCC 100. So 6 characters. Name of my company, name of my company. So MCC 100, um, trading company or trading private, trading groups we can say, or MCC 100 groups of company. Groups of company we will create. MCC 100 groups. So that's all we are giving. Which street? So you can give the address. I'll just give randomly. So 4th block, Jayanagar. Post box number. PO number means, PO box means post box number. The nearest post box number you can give. I'm just again giving a random number, PO 100. Postal code, that is your area code, zip code, post pin code, okay, 560011. City, Bangalore. Then country, country is India. So we cannot type here as India. See, every country is having a unique code. Unique code. So see, you have to search it. Can you see this? There is one button. You have to click on this. You have to click on this. It will show you the list of countries and their 2 digits code, what it is representing. Okay. So for India, it is IN. So for India, you can see from A character, B character, C character it goes. So for India, it is I, we have to go. So see here, India, IN, I'll select this. Then in which language I'll be using EN, that is English. I know it is EN is representing a English, but in case if you don't know what language I have to represent ENG or what it is, so EN. So I said you that you can click on this button, you can click on this button, or you can also use F4. So I say I'm not clicking on this, I'm pressing F4. Now it will give me a list of languages. So I'm going to use an EN, English. I'll click on this, done. Currency, again you can click and search, but since I know, I'm just directly providing INR, Indian rupee, INR. If you still have a doubt, I'll show you with the F4. F4, so it shows me the currency INR. I'm selecting. Now it has been selected. So this is a process. Now what we are going to do, we have to save this. We have to save this. For saving, the same option, you can either click on this button or you can also press Ctrl S. Control yes. As soon as I click on Control yes, I get the screen. For each and every company what we are creating, for that company there is one configuration is been created. That means a customization request we have to create, saying that a company which I'm going to maintain under this. So since it is showing me as some other company data groups configuration, I'm going to use it for MCC groups company. So we are going to create our own request. See here you have create request. Click on this. Then what we will do, we will create it as MCC 100 groups. Group configuration. You can give anything. It's not mandatory that you have to give this only. I'm just giving anything you can give in this. MCC 100 group configuration. Now see, this save button is not been highlighted, whereas this save button is highlighted. When you are using this save button, it is control S. When you are using the other screen's save button, it will be a enter. Okay, so I press enter. So this has been created. So whenever we create a company, we have to make sure that this has been selected. Suppose the next day tomorrow I come and see, instead of this configuration, some other has been selected. Suppose SD. This has been selected, but I want MCC company. Then what should I do? You have to click on this drop down option or F4. Click on this, go and select your groups of configuration, then click on this enter button. The stick mark is also an enter button. In a small dialog box, the save option which you get is also an enter button. So here the option says as save. Any doubts till here? Now we will go back for the previous screen. To go back, you have to click on this back button, that is this green button. For this, the shortcut key is F3. F3. One time I press, second time I press, so I'm getting the same screen. Please make down this navigation. So from SPRO, SAP, so what we have done, SPRO we have typed, SAP reference IMG, then we will come for enterprise structure, then definition, financial accounting, define company. Make a note of this. Then I'll tell you next step. Okay, so once after doing this, what we will do, we will get that new screen. We will go for a new entries, create a company details. Just provide all the basic details, save it. Once you save it, you will get the customization request screen. From the request screen, click on this own request. After that, give the configure, give the description, whatever you want, and save it. Done. So we have created a company. Next step is company code. Next step is company code. Now we will go here. See what I have here is define company I have. And can you see here there is another option at the same bottom line, edit, copy, delete, check company code. This you have to select. Click on this execute button, clock symbol. You will get this copy, delete, check company code, edit company code data. We have to select second option, edit company data. Okay, once we select this, we have not even created a company code also, so this is where we are going to create a company code. Okay, we have not created. If we created, we will go with the position. Since we have not created, we will go with new entries. New entries, so I said it has to be 4 characters, so I'm giving here as MCC1. Company name is MCC Trading Inc. Incorporation. Okay, MCC Trading Incorporation. Trading Incorporation. In which city? You have to type here whichever the city you are starting. So I'm giving here as Bangalore. Once Bangalore I'm giving, I'll go for country. So country is IN, India. Currency INR, Indian rupee. Language EN. After giving these details, save it. Once you save this, another one more screen you will get. Another screen to fill the details of this company. Now what it is, what and all prefix I want to give for this company, I can fill here. So see, by default you will have here as company, Dr. Mr. Miss. So I'll take here as company. Let me give here as MCC Trading Inc. Incorporation. So if you have a lengthy name, you want to type it in next line, you can type in next line. You want one more line, then you can go on this. You can click on this button also, more fields. So you will get another field here. Okay, so I'm not using any other field because I didn't fill the second line, so it is not showing me. In case I'm filling something here, then I'll click on this, then it will show me fill in the required entry field. So wherever I have to fill, all those the required field I have to fill. Okay, we will ignore this. Now I have given a company name. In case if I want to search my company, I'll give here as MCC1. Okay, searching terms, we will give it here as MCC1. Then street or address, so I'm just giving here as number 1, 33rd cross, 4th block. Okay, then I'll give here as Jayanagar. Then postal code, area pin code 560011. City it is Bangalore. Country India, India. Region, now this is where we have getting stuck. Now what we have to fill in the region means in which state the company is registered, in which state. So Karnataka, for Karnataka it is 10. How 10? Then we will go with this drop down option F4. So see, this region 010203, so 10 is for Karnataka. Since I know, I directly gave 10. In case if you don't know, you have to click on this drop down option, select your required state, then enter. So 10 I have given. You can give the post box number, area pin code. Okay, any other company's pin code you can give, in which language you are using, what is the company's telephone number, right? You can give that also. So I'm just giving here the company's phone number, just random number, extension I'm giving. And in case if you have a mobile number, you can give the mobile number. Then you have fax details, email details, all these details you can fill it. Then you have to click on this enter button, that is save button. When you click on this enter button, or directly you press enter also, it will get saved. Done. Now see, I'm getting automatically this configuration. Okay, now what did we do? We have created company and then company code. We have created company and company code in two different places, right? We didn't do it together, we are creating it in separate way. We have created a company and company code. But company is created in separate navigation. Company is created in separate navigation. How will I say that? The created this company, that is NCC 1, that is MCC Trading Company, belongs to MCC Group Company. How will I say this? Because both are separate one, right? MCC is different, that is company I have created separately, company code we have created separately. Now what we have to do is, since it is created separately, there is no a link, means we do not have a proper link here. What is a link? We don't know. We are going to create a link. Both we are going to link it. So what we are doing? We are going to assign company code. Company code to company. We are linking this, right? We are going to link the company code to company. We'll see this how to do. So see, this has been saved. You can see here the data has been saved. Okay, now what we will do? We will go back. F3, again F3. So this we will close it. So we have created company and company code. I'll close this drop down. Again I'll close this definition also. What did I close? I've closed the financial accounting. So the financial accounting you have to close, definition you have to close. Under this enterprise structure, you also have one more option, assignment. Open this drop down, go for financial accounting. Here we have the first option, assign the company code to company. We will click on this. As soon as I click on this, I get so many options. We have already created a company also, company code also, so we don't have new entries option here. We'll go for position. What is my company code? MCC1. Enter. So what was my company code? Is MCC1. My company was MCC100. This is what we have created. Then I will save this, Control S, and it has been configured. Yes, request number is same. Enter, done. So we have done all the 3 steps. What we did, we have created a company, then a company code. After creating a company code, we gave a link between both of this. Clear till this? Anybody has a doubt? Am I going fast, or can you understand any problem? You can please tell me if you're having any issues. If you're not able to understand or ma'am is going fast, say something. Can you understand?
Yes,
At
ma'am.
least response me yes,
Yes.
no, yes. Preeti, yes. Kritika,
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
very good. What about the others? Yes, fine. So let me stop till here. We will continue from business area in the next session. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Practice everything. If any doubt, you can ask me in the next class. Clear?
Okay,
Okay,
ma'am.
ma'am.
That's all for today. Take care, everyone. Bye.
Thank you, ma'am.